good morning. Good morning. Feel free to sing along as you are willing and able. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Move your body a little bit. Wake up. Here we go. Sway. Clap. There we go. Yes. Move your body. I'm choosing heaven today. There we go. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love. Here we go. I'm choosing love today. Wiggle, wiggle. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. Look at your neighbor and tell them what you're going to do, yes? We're choosing peace today. Here we go. Tell them. Sing it to them. Here we go. I'm choosing peace today. Yes, you are. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of peace right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today. We're going to choose connection. Here we go. I'm choosing connection today. I'm choosing connection today. I am walking the road of connection right now, singing, I'm choosing connection today. I'm choosing fun. I'm choosing fun today. I'm choosing fun today. I am walking the road of fun right now, singing, I'm choosing fun today. All right, look at me. Here we go. You're doing great, children. You're doing great. This is a wonderful music class. Fantastic. Okay, put your hand on your heart. We're going to bring it down a little bit. I'm choosing forgiveness today. Here we go. I'm choosing forgiveness today. I'm choosing forgiveness today. I am walking the road of forgiveness right now, singing, I'm choosing forgiveness today. I'm choosing care today. I'm choosing care today. I'm choosing care today. I am walking the road of care right now, singing, I'm choosing care today. All right, last thing. We're going to put our hand, go ahead and put your hands on your hips or on your sacrum or on your lower belly. Somewhere in your lower abdomen area. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Put it on your belly button. Put your hands on your belly button. Thank you for the direct. We like to be direct. Here we go with the instruction. Can't let kids do whatever they want to. I want you to do exactly this. And we're going to say, I'm choosing sacred rebellion. Yeah? Yeah. All kids know how to do this. You knew how to do this one time, right? So I want you to imagine yourself at whatever age you were when you were embracing sacred rebellion. Yeah? Because it was exactly right. It was an exact blossoming of your little spirit, which knew that sacred rebellion was healthy, good, and brought wholeness and completeness to the community. Yeah? All right. I'm choosing sacred rebellion. Here we go. I'm choosing sacred rebellion today. Yes. I'm choosing sacred rebellion today. Yeah, teenagers, come on. I am walking the road of sacred rebellion right now, singing, I'm choosing sacred rebellion today. Yeah, okay. Back. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing job. Everyone may now be seated. Yay, good job.
I just told Lindsay I knew she would be perfect for kicking off this series. I got up this morning to Sacred Rebellion in my house with my 2-year-old grandson. Yeah, I know that. I remember. It's a very close memory. So, we are starting a new series for the summer. I'm really excited about it. Guess what the subject is? Yeah, sacred rebels. Who are our sacred rebels? And why are they important to us? Because they invite us to claim our authenticity. And authenticity is one of our core values. The sacred rebels in the world are people who listen to the voice of spirit more than they listen to the crowd. They're people whose defiance is rooted in love. They're people who don't need to escape. They need to wake us up and bring our attention to something. They speak the truth even when it trembles. They name what others are afraid to mention, and they call us home to our humanity. So, how do you know if you are one? Here are a few hints. You feel a little out of sync with the way things are going. You love fiercely. Maybe once in a while, somebody tells you you're a little too much, but you're going to be it anyway. Why do we want to study sacred rebels? Because they show us how to stand up with heart, because they embody transformation, because they create belonging in bold ways, because they provide a mirror for us to look at ourselves and evaluate our own humanness. In a world driven by fear, they anchor love, and in times of division, they remember the whole. Those are important things, aren't they? So let's bring ourselves fully to this space. I want to say good morning to you. I want to say good morning to the dancers on the screen. Thank you so much. So nice to see our Zoomies in the game. And I want to invite you all into this beautiful space that is Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies. If I haven't met you, if you're here the first time, I am Reverend Ariana Platten, and I am here temporarily as this community looks for a new minister. It is my great privilege to be of service here. I used to be here on a permanent level, so I know this community and I love the people here, and I'm so glad you're joining us this morning. I want to invite you to come here now, to step beyond all other time and dimension fully into this space, to close your eyes, to feel the seat underneath you and your feet on the floor, to know that this place is physical and real, and you are physical and real. You are more than just a concept. You are embodied spirit. You are embodied love. You are embodied motion, action, decision, continuity, creation. And in this physical form, you bring gifts that nothing else in the universe can bring. Any aspect of you that might be traveling beyond this place cannot do what you can do in your body right here, right now. So I invite you to bring yourself here from all levels of existence, from all time and space, in every way possible, to be fully present today. And in this full body, notice the center of your being, the place you activated, the Dantian, the sacred space of action. Notice its energy gentle, full, and open, waiting until there is a sacred impulse that moves you forward, because that, my friends, is how sacred rebels act. They're aware of the potential and they hold space for it until they feel a personal urge, a personal urgency, a personal need to move forward. Until then, all is calm and peaceful. So bring yourself to this moment fully and completely in peace. And breathe into a few moments of that peaceful silence. As you sit in silence, feel the energy of the earth as it rises to meet your feet. Feel the energy of the heavens as they move from the crown down through this sacred being. Allow the energy of earth and heaven to meet in the middle, in the place of balance, so that all you do is led by wholeness. And so it is.
As you sing this with me, just enjoy the vibration of your own voice. Yeah. Feel your breath in and out. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You guys had your eyes closed, most of you, so you may not have noticed that while I was standing here speaking to you, I took a step and lost my balance. An interesting thing happened to me while I was traveling. I think I told some of you about this. I had to really keep my feet on the ground everywhere we went around the world, and we went to 8 different countries over the course of 6 months. Everywhere I went, where we were walking back in neighborhoods and with the local people, not in the tourist areas. So a lot of the ground was uneven under my feet. And I spent the entire time saying, feet on the ground, walk, keep feet on the ground. And an interesting thing happened for me in that process that I didn't expect, which is that I came to understand that I have spent most of my life living from about here up. that I really have not thought. I've kind of been, someone said to me the other day, it was Molly Lord, who some of you know from Tuned In. She and I were talking about her trip on the Camino, and she had a similar experience. We were talking about how the bottom half of your body is sometimes in autopilot. You don't really have to think about it because you've been doing this all day, forever, for weeks, for years, for months, for forever, right? Taking steps since the very first time you got up off the floor. So we don't think about our feet on the ground very much. And having to do that brought the energy of everything I am all the way down into my feet. And I found, wow, I'm kind of like a child in this. If I take it off autopilot, I haven't really done that before. Thinking about where my feet are going, what I'm doing. And so every once in a while, since I started this practice, I notice that I lose my balance because I'm not on autopilot anymore. So my balance goes off and I have to catch myself and come back. I share that with you, not just because it's an interesting thing, but because I challenge you during this sacred rebel time to notice if your feet are under you, to know if you are touching the ground. Because sacred rebellion, whatever that is for you, and it can be many different things, but it really means living 100% as you. Sacred rebellion requires us to have ourselves in our body, to live from our feet all the way through the totality of who we are, because this structure is what tells us what is true and what is not true for us. We've known it since we were little, since we looked at our mom while we reached behind for the cookie on the counter, right? We've known, oh, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm going to get in trouble. You don't see me, right? We've known. There is a presence when we're fully embodied that tells us yes or no. Do this or don't do it. And the more embodied we are, the more we fully know what is the right direction to go at any time. It doesn't necessarily mean that we know what to do way out there. It means right now, today, if I can get in this body and listen to the messages to how I feel, I will know whether a decision is right or left. Which way do I need to go? Up or down? What is next for me? Do I step this way or this way? But you can't do it on autopilot. And the sacred rebels that we'll talk about this summer were not on autopilot. They were attentive and direct and fully embodied. And they changed the world because of that. So most of us think we're just one little person who can't change the world, but these sacred rebels changed the world, transformed things in a way that still affects us today. Several of you wrote me a note after the e-blast went out and said, I know who it is. You were right. You were right. And who else would we start our sacred rebel process with? Oh, you should see the sweet little child waving at me from the back. Everybody turn around and look at that corner. Look at that sweet little face. Okay, thank you. I couldn't keep that all to myself. What better sacred rebel than Jesus? Because we know the stories, because we know the impact. How could we start anywhere else? So I start this discussion by telling you that Unity is a metaphysical church, that we don't look at Jesus the same way everybody else looks at Jesus. We don't look at Jesus as the one and only. We see that Jesus was a son of the divine and a brother to us, a way shower who we walk beside, not a way shower who drug us along, but a way shower who actually walked with us and walks with us. Have you ever had a really good friend, a shoulder-to-shoulder friend, That like when you're walking downtown, you want the sidewalk to be wide enough so you can stand side by side because one in front of the other doesn't work. That side by side energy is a powerful thing. Jesus was a way shower who walked with us, whose life is the example we follow, who didn't say, you only have to do it my way. He said, let me tell you a few stories. Let me tell you some things you need to know. He did a lot of things that really irritated people. A lot of things. And he made a lot of difference because of it. He talked to women at a time when women only talked to women. He healed on the Sabbath at a time when the Jews said, we don't do that. We do nothing on the Sabbath. He touched the untouchables. Physical touch, not just, oh, I've had an influence on your life touch. But he held and hugged and was close to the lepers, to the untouchables. He brought to us an awareness by telling authority above him, you're wrong. That's not what's true. That's not the way it is. And when people didn't listen, he let his anger be seen. He turned the tables over in the temples and chased people out. He sat with the tax collectors. How many of you want to sit with the tax collector? He sat with the tax collectors and with those in the community who were perceived as evildoers. And he did it all from love. And he wasn't real big on claiming what he did. When a woman touched his skirt and was healed, he was quick to say, I didn't heal you. I didn't even know you were there. You healed you. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. When he stood in front of Pilate, and Pilate said, are you the king of the Jews? He said, you say I am. Because he didn't walk around telling everybody, pay attention to me, I'm the king of the Jews. He lived a way. And the way he lived was so powerful and so transformational that it affects us still today. It continues to be a way showing for us to live from fierce love, to love beyond understanding in the radical way, to love those that are untouchable, to love those who maybe made a mistake, who might make another mistake, to give people credit for the good they do for themselves, to remind each other who we really are and that we're our best healers. He taught us a lot. So where did that all come from? So there's a period of years between 12 and 30 that are not documented in the sacred text, in our sacred text, in the Bible. But they are documented in text around the world. So we see Jesus in India, we see Jesus in Egypt, we see Jesus working with the Essenes outside of the normal religious process of the day. We see Jesus in Tibet. There are even documents that suggest that he walked across the Americas between 12 and 30. And when he came back and the stories picked up, they picked up because he had stories to tell and he had learned something. So for me, one of his greatest points of spiritual rebellion is that he actually went out and collected universal wisdom. And that tells me he didn't come here with it. He didn't just get born with the knowledge of God. He went across the world and learned and gained information. And then he did what we're all supposed to do on the hero's journey. He brought all that information home. And he shared it. And it changed things. It changed things because he felt his own authority in saying, you're off the mark. which for unity is what we consider sin. When you miss the mark, when you know where you're going and you're just slightly off. That's the definition. That happens to all of us. We all are sometimes off the mark. But when we see somebody who's off the mark, we don't generally tell them. We generally choose peace rather than confrontation or even conversation. And all last month here, if you're here for the first time, all last month, we talked about community and belonging and being authentic with one another and finding a place in the world where we could be who we truly are without having to pretend, to have our voice and have it with compassion and love with one another. And that really is what our sacred rebels teach us, to be who we truly are. And they give us a perfect opportunity to practice radical love. Can you radically love those people who think differently than you? Those people who act differently than you? Those people who believe something different than you do? Can you radically love them beyond all of our humanness? Can you accept the humanness of yourself and radically love all the messiness of this humanness? That's why we pay attention to our sacred rebels, because that's what they came to teach us. They came to teach us to radically love ourselves first, to be in this full body, to breathe deeply into these lungs, to notice the impulse, the inner impulse that says, this is mine to do. To be so aware of ourselves that we can actually feel the impulse. And you can't do that going fast. When you're going fast, you might be really, really efficient, but you're not very effective. You just get a lot of things done. I can get a lot of things done. I can unload the dishwasher. I can clean the cabinet. I can mop the floor. I can chase down the dog. I can take care of a 2-year-old. Am I effective? No, I'm doing a lot of different things. Effectiveness is to know there's something that is mine to do and to give it all of this. My heart, my mind, my body, my guiding spirit. So the book of Thomas is not in our regular Bible. It's a book that was found in Egypt in 1945 and translated. It's not considered a Gnostic text either, or canonical. It's a kind of apart from everything text. And in that text, Jesus says, it's 114 statements by Jesus. That's all it is. It's not a weaving or a storytelling. It's 114 things that Jesus said, supposedly. In that text, we hear that if you bring forth what is within you, you will find peace. If you do not, you will find life, deeper life. If you do not bring forth what is within you, it will destroy you. How can we do that if we're not even inside of us? If we don't even know what's in here because we're living from here up? It's not just the heart, it's the whole being, down to your feet. All of you. So you know which way to walk and what to do, and you don't lose your balance. So what does that mean? If I bring forth what is within me, I will find true life. And if I don't, my life will be destroyed. It means that we're being reminded, you came here uniquely you. There is nobody on this planet like you. There is no one. They say there's 3 doppelgangers for every person. In 8 million people, there's 3 doppelgangers. None of them are you. Those other ones that look like you, they're not you. You are the only one who can bring what you are to this world. And if you die without doing that, we'll never have it. And you are part of a master possibility. I'm not saying a master plan because I don't believe that our lives are destined. If I did, I would be really angry with God about some of the things that happen. I would be really angry because if you know all those things are going to happen, then fix them. I don't believe we have destiny. I believe we have potential. We have massive potential to feel into what is uniquely ours to do, and to do that. And not to feel like we have to solve every problem in the world, because we can't as one person. But whatever it is that we take on, that thing or two things or maybe three, depending upon how they're all connected, we can make a huge difference. We can live from radical love. We can start it here with ourselves. We can practice it here in community, and we can take it outside those doors. And I hope this summer, this series will inspire you to do that.
Yeah, this song came to me when Ariana shared the topic with me. It's a beautiful song written by Brandi Carlile. Vignettes of very normal people doing acts of love and being seen as rebels. I was a high woman and a mother from my youth. For my children, I did what I had to do. My family left Honduras when they killed the Sandinistas. We followed a coyote through the dust of Mexico. And every one of them except for me survived, but I am still alive. I was a healer and gifted as a girl. I laid hands upon the world. Someone saw me sleeping naked in the noon sun. I heard witchcraft whispered, and I knew my time had come. They hung me at the Salem Gallows Hills, but I am living still. I was a freedom rider when we thought the South had won. Virginia in the spring of '61. I sat down on the Greyhound that was bound for Mississippi. My mother asked me if that ride was worth my life. And when the shots rang out, I never heard the sound, but I am still around. I'll take that ride again and again and again and again and again. Yes, I'll take that ride again and again and again and again and again. I was a preacher. My heart broke for all the world. But teaching wasn't righteous for a girl. In the summer I was baptized in the mighty Colorado. In the winter I heard hounds and I knew I had been found. And in my Savior's name I laid my weapons down, but I am still around. We're the highwaymen and sing stories still untold. We carry the sons you can only hold. We are the daughters of the silent generations. You send our hearts to die alone in foreign nations. And they return to us as tiny drops of rain, and we still remain. And we'll come back again and again and again and again and again. Yes, we come back again and again and again and again and again.
Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. So I'm going to ask a favor, and then I'm going to ask Lindsay to play her second song. I have a request from our piano playing members, our piano playing music team members, that we replace this with an electric keyboard, because this piano this Clavinova has lots of glitchy problems. And they would like us to replace it with something that is more modern and gives them more they can offer into this room. The cost of that is about $1,050. So in a few minutes, we're going to do our regular offering for here. And afterwards, I'm going to put a basket outside. If you would like to make a contribution toward that piano, toward that electric keyboard, I would so appreciate being able to go to the board saying we have a good start on this, and being able to do that for our musicians, because could we do this without that? No. I have told our musicians since I started here, they are half or more of what inspires this room. So let's make it perfect for them, okay? Will you please?
Patty Griffin wrote this next tune based off of the final speech that Martin Luther King gave before he passed, and before his life was taken. Yeah. Speaking of embodiment, this song inspires me to show up more, to be more humble, to give more, to grow more, and to give what I came to give, to live what I came to live. I went up to the mountain because you asked me to, up over the clouds to where the sky was blue. I could see all around me, everywhere. I could see all around me, everywhere. Sometimes I feel like I've never been nothing but tired, and I'll be walking till the day I expire. Sometimes I lay down, no more can I do, but then I go on again, because you ask me to. Some days I look down, afraid I will fall. And though the sun shines, I see nothing at all. Then I hear your sweet voice You love me so. The peaceful valley just over the mountains. The peaceful valley, few come to know. I may never get there, ever in this lifetime, but sooner or later, it's there I will go. Sooner or later, it's there we will go.
Well, are you full? Are you full? Yeah. Yeah. Me too. So we've been doing some different things. We've been standing up and singing and clapping our hands. My goodness, what happened around here? We've been feeling deeply. We've been working together. We've been stepping into what is organically coming from this community. So if you're like, what are you doing around here, Ariana? It's you doing it. Just because I stand up here doesn't mean you have to. But you are, because we're moving energy. We're moving into transformation, into a new time in our world. And we're doing it together, and it's going to look different. I've been telling you, we're going to do some different things. I wanted to have something different for the offering this week. I didn't get to it, so we'll do it next week. Here's the thing about our offering, especially if you're new here. We do this because it helps to pay for our building, our staff, and the things that we want to do in the world. And it makes a difference. It makes a difference because we make a difference. If you are one of those people who's like, oh, and I was this person, here we go. This is how we pay for the minister's jet. Not only do I not have one, I don't want one. This is how we open the doors to the community. This is how we create a place of belonging. This is how there's someone who answers the phone to welcome you when you want to know about us. This is how we buy food for fellowship. This is how we work together. Time, talent, treasure. That's what we do here. This community, and if you're here long, you'll come to know this community does a lot in the community, because we as a community want to do that. So I ask you to give from a place of openness. And if today there's some reason you don't feel open to give, it could be because you're here the first time and you don't believe me yet. I didn't believe this for 4 years. It took me 4 years to actually think, oh, they're not kidding me. They really do believe that. So if you're not sure yet, that's fine. Take your time. If there's something going on in your life, the car broke down, you need new tires, the kids need help, that's fine. If you are in a place where giving is easy for you today and you can give from an open heart, that is the energy we ask that you attach to what you give. Gratitude for the blessings that you have that allow you to do this. Because that gratitude is an energy we can all take in that heals us and brings forth more opportunity for us to do good in the world. And the world needs all the good we can do right now. So please hold in your hand whatever the gift is that you offer. And remember that what you put in the basket now is not for the piano. I'll put a basket outside for that. This is for our operations and the regular stuff that we do. Please hold in your hand whatever that gift is and repeat this affirmation of abundance with me. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. if you would join me in blessing this offering. Thank you too so much. We receive these blessings. We honor the way they are given. We receive the gratitude and the goodness that allows us to do our good in the work. And we bless these blessings and all whose hands touch them. And so it is. Thank you. Speaking of good things that we do, I'm going to step a little bit out and then I'll step a little bit back before we go into our regular announcements. But Rose has something special happening this afternoon that for some of you will be really valuable. And I wanted Rose to just take a minute, if you would, at the podium and just talk about what's happening in here this afternoon.
We have a very special guest speaker presenting about all the resources, information, and guidance in our community that is available. Oh, can you hear me better now? Okay. All right. So I will ask our special guest speaker to stand up. Lucy Crandall will be speaking at 11:45. Welcome, Lucy. She is from the Pikes Peak Area Council of Aging. Did I say it correctly? Close enough. Okay, you can correct me. What is the correct?
I'm with the Area Agency on Aging, which is a part of the Pikes Peak Area Council of Governments.
Oh, okay, so I kind of blended those all together. You know, this year, the care ministry team and the prayer chaplains have contributed a tremendous amount to all of those in our community who've been needing care. We've had widows receive care. We have had those who have been injured due to falling, accidents, or surgery, illness. And it means so much to our community when someone reaches out with a phone call or a meal. You know what's even better is when we can provide a few resources that they didn't even know that they could utilize. Assistance in the home, meals from an organization. If someone has Parkinson's, they can receive possibly free meals for life. Financial assistance, transportation assistance. Lucy previously worked for the Senior Blue Book. Now she is in charge of family services and can tell us with the Yellow Book all of the resources for seniors that are available for us, for our friends, our family, our care team members, so that they can provide those to people. And please come after lunch at 11:45. Lucy will give her presentation on resources. She'll be available for Q&A. And I'll leave you with this quote from Tagore. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, life was joy. Thank you. Please come.
Okay, another opportunity. And thank you, Rose, for setting that up. Thank you so much for being here. Would you do me a favor, Rose, and at like 11:40-ish, would you kind of make the rounds to the tables and just wave and let people know we're about 5 minutes away from starting? Because we have a tendency to get into deep conversation back there and not watch the clock. So if you would take that on, that would be great. It's summer, and we will be traveling and visiting and doing other things. I want to remind you that we have Zoom available and invite you to join us on Zoom when you're out, because this series will be powerful and life-changing for you if you allow it to be. So if you're away, I invite you to join us on Zoom and give a little bit of your time and energy here. This series will lead us into a time when we talk about what we really want to do as community in the fall. What are our next steps as community? And it'll give us lots of different ways to feel into what our personal impulse is. So thank you so much for your time and your presence and the gift that is you in the world. Charlotte, I know you have some announcements, and I'll see you guys in the back.
Lucy's presentation will be on Zoom also.
Oh, good. Yeah, so Zoomers, I don't know if you heard that, but if you stay on board, Lucy's presentation will be available to you on our Zoom link.
Oh, I thought, I'm so sorry.
Mark, they can't
better?
hear very well.
Can you
from the
hear me?
mic.
Can you hear me now? Did that get better? Okay, what I said initially is give me a minute to get organized here because I've got a couple of things to do, and I'm standing in for River, who is a little under the weather today. So let's send her some light and love and healing energy that she recovers and feels better really quick. So thank you to everyone who has helped with this service and for joining us on Zoom. And if you will bear with me for a minute, I've got a couple of things to tell you. But first, we want to start with our minister affirmation. Mark, can we have that? Okay. Will you join me in affirming this saying? In deep gratitude for our past, we embrace change with faith and enthusiasm. We will warmly welcome our new minister to Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies with open hearts and joyful spirits. And so it is. Oh, you guys are awesome. That was really powerful. These beautiful flowers were brought in by our wonderful administrator, Yo Lauder, who does so many things for us, in honor of her mother Essie's 2-year June memorial. So she is still in that ongoing grieving process and wanted to honor her mother. So Yo Lauder, we honor your mother with you. All right. Upcoming things, I have some notes here about upcoming classes. There's a Shamanic Journeys class, and the note says call up Derek Reed. I'm not sure about that, but I guess Derek, okay. You know, you've been on my prayer chaplain list for a couple of years, and I've never met you. Hello.
I know, I get your phone call every month.
Well, not anymore, because somebody else.
I know, switched. I wanted to step up, and it's kind of like a full circle for me. I used to stand up here as board president, for those of you who don't know. And for the last several years, I have been studying to be a shamanic practitioner in my own journey. And starting tomorrow, 6 to 8 p.m., Mark Platten and I are going to be hosting a Journey to Abundance. And essentially what it's going to involve, if you've never done Shamanic Journey before, we're going to be doing some drumming and getting ourselves in a new vibration, a new awareness, a new awakening. And I think it's perfect for us, you know, with this theme that we're all heading into. If you've never, ever done a shamanic journey, I highly recommend that you at least come to one. And each week is going to be a separate theme on the prosperity. And it's something for me that has changed my life. I truly believe it's given me the ability to have a deeper connection with spirit, with life, and with abundance. And we're going to touch base on those kinds of things. And we're also, if you are a newbie, going to walk you through kind of the process of breathing, of doing journey, and kind of getting into that out of mind experience where we step into, I think Mark said, he mentioned it last week, like a theta, which really is like a dream like state, to be able to pull these teachings in, and really to open ourselves, clear out anything that's in the way that might be blocking that abundance in life. So I would love to have anybody who's interested show up. Like I said, it could be one class or it could be the whole series. We're going to do 8 weeks of Monday nights here in the sanctuary. So show up a little bit before 6 and we'll get everybody checked in and go from there. So thank you all. Appreciate it.
Is this on a love offering basis or registration or?
We are doing $30 per class or $200 for the whole series. And it's basically just something, to give like a love offering back and forth with Mark and I.
Great, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Okay, so next, the Metaphysical Group meets this Thursday, June 5th at 6 p.m. in the Fellowship Hall. And the group is now discussing celebrations and rituals. And for group information, please contact Steve Smith. He's back there in the back. He's been ushering today. Let's see, we've got a couple of things. Colorado Pride Fest. Please join us in showing our Unity Spiritual Center pride. We need volunteers for Pride Fest on Saturday and Sunday, June 14th and 15th, to greet people at our booth in Alamos Square Park in front of the Pioneer Museum. A sign-up sheet is on the bulletin board in the hallway, or see Debbie Lacey or Kathy Nims for more details. And I also have something to promote. We have a garden party and picnic coming up this Saturday, June 7th, outside, and we have a wonderful event planned. We'll be here from 5 to 8, so it's a picnic celebration. Bring your own picnic basket filled with your favorite foods. However, we will be providing special desserts, drinks, tables, chairs, and if you like, you can bring your own lawn chair. There's a picnic basket plan, so if you want to fancy up your picnic basket and have some fun with that, that'll be a great time. We'll also have yard games and a plant sale, and the plant sale is being run on a love offering basis. You see a plant you like, you decide what you want to pay it for it. Plants are being donated by people who are separating and dividing their plants in their garden or in their house, and if you want to bring plants, we welcome for you to do that. And a special thing about our Unity Garden Party and Picnic is that Joe Uvegas, our wonderful Joe Uvegas, is doing a concert for us. So that's going to be a very special thing. 5 to 8 p.m. Saturday, June 7th. Hope to see everybody there. Okay. And again, I want to thank you for joining us in person, and you Zoomies too. We're so glad to have you, and we hope to see you at the picnic on Saturday. We look forward to having you with us next Sunday. Have a wonderful, blessed week. And now I would like to call up Brett to offer our closing prayer.
Thank you, Charlotte. I am one of your prayer chaplains. Some of you are getting my calls every month. I'm really blessed to help with that. I will be available after service in the meditation room for prayer. If the sign's up, come back. I can go find you in the dinner area if you need. We have a prayer box in the back. You can submit written prayers there. We pray upon them. They're also sent to Silent Unity, and they pray upon them for 30 days. Now, our closing prayer today, if you want to repeat, we have it up on the board there. Prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you. Many blessings.
And now go ahead and stand and join me in singing the closing song, the peace song. Let there be peace on earth. special hello to my mother right down here. Her name is Anne. Everyone say, hi, Anne. She's visiting from out of town, and it wouldn't be like me had I not called attention to her. So, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that